Alrighty, welcome back to Trailmakers, and continuing, well, I guess not really continuing, getting back into my, well, I suppose that is continuing, getting back into building Warhammer 40k stuff, or, I'm not sure if many people saw the Dreadnought video I did. I'll probably re-showcase that one, but this is a Repulsor tank from 40k, and this is probably the only hover vehicle that I've ever made in Trailmakers. So this thing's absolutely amazing. It actually functions not too bad in the snow. Of course it does get caught on like snow drifts, but other than that it's pretty much fine. So yeah, it gets caught in the snow, but it honestly doesn't even matter because it still goes pretty fast. Once this thing gets into the open, it goes extremely fast. So and of course, it's got a plethora of, like, armament for it to use, so, you know. It's kind of hard to tell if any of the systems that I put in place to make it go up hills better are actually working. Okay, so we're just gonna attack Destructo, you know, as one normally does. So yeah, just drift over that bank right there. And the rare occasion where I actually use... Okay, let's push up closer. Let's actually break through their lines. Of course, the constant drifting around from the hover pad is a bit annoying, but you know. Okay, using machine guns. Okay, we need to move. Okay, that's one down. Oh, we're gonna crash. Just a little bit. Okay. Oh, we're gonna get hit by that. Turn directly onward to it. And we're pretty much fine. This thing is quite tanky, I would say. Geez, I'm forgetting all the controls to this thing. I actually didn't do much in terms of combat trials for this. So this is like the first time I'm actually using it in a proper large... Oh, I accidentally got rid of my main cannon. Actually, did I? No, I didn't. I thought I accidentally shot it off because I was so close. Yeah, I don't want to get hit by the main artillery battery, so we're just gonna avoid that. We're just gonna not let that happen. Okay, I'd be very appreciative if you just weren't directly on top of me, Sir Tank. Okay. Now we can attack the Destructo in general, so let's just actually get to the main artillery piece. And cannon finish him off. There we go. So yeah, this thing is quite tanky. And yeah, I don't think we actually lost all that much in terms of blocks. It only got like it only got through like the outermost shell of the blocks. Yeah, because there are a ton of layers to this thing. This thing is extremely bulky, and it is... Yeah, so let me show you around this thing. Let me repair it. Okay, let's see if I can get out of it without... Okay, there we go. I got out without breaking it. Actually, probably have it or do that, then... There. There. So, you have these little, kind of like, I'm not sure what a good word for it is, but you have these little, panel things that sweep under the thing, and I'm pretty sure those would have been the repulsors, or the thing that allows it to float off the ground. You have some stowage bins or some greebles on the back here. Then, of course, you got a couple markings up here. Then I tried to do like gray decals just to like bring out a bit more, like, I guess try to give it more like depth, I suppose. Then of course you have the two main flat cannons at the front. Well, not main, they're secondary for this. Main gun, minigun. Then of course you got the top here, so that's commander's hatch. Then these are, I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be rocket things on the sides, but I just put inactive shields there because that was what looked closest to what it actually was. So yeah, then we have two machine gun turrets at the back, which are, I'd say they're pretty useful. Then of course you have the exhausts, which it's strange why this thing would have exhausts when it's powered by what seems to be like turbine engines, but you know, that's just me. And of course you have the rounded cage things at the back going around the thing. So yeah, let me get this thing to an open area. Yeah, as you saw, we kind of hit 120 there briefly. This thing actually used to be able to float on the water since I had to use larger blocks for the inside just so I could save on complexity. This thing briefly was capable of floating in the water, but I think that was only before I added the turret and also replaced two of the hull blocks with the tail fans, or whatever they're called. So yeah, this thing is, I actually don't know how good uphill this thing would be. This thing is a very, very heavy vehicle, if you couldn't tell. I actually don't remember how much this thing weighs even. Let's check. 1,700 kgs. Yeah, it weighs a little bit. Okay, let's go back in combat. Okay, come here, you. Oh, I don't know. I didn't have any clever names to call you. But you guys are gone. Okay, you survived somehow. Normally, it only takes like. Actually, let me deactivate the turret so I can actually use the. Okay, then just use the machine guns to get rid of them. Oh, I actually got rid of the big guy. I didn't accidentally hit those guys. So let me repair quickly here, then let me show you how fast this thing can go. And of course, since it's a hover tank, it technically can still go on the water, it just can't go in the water. Even though this thing would also be capable of underwater operation, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, maybe I'll make a variant of it that actually has that sort of feature. But for now, this is what it is. So, you know. So as you can see here, we can get up to a respectable 160 kilometers per hour. So we're just gonna take it for a little bit of a drive around the thing here. And this thing, honestly, I kind of wish it would work a lot better if Trailmakers changed the distance of which, or the amount of force the hover pads can put on the ground, so you can hover a bit higher off the ground. I think the highest you can go is like 2 meters off the ground with each hover pad. So I feel like that should be changed to like 5, probably. I think 5 would be pretty respectable. It would definitely make this thing function a lot better. But you know, so yeah, so the turret controls, I kind of wish I had I had done up-down controls for the 4-pad with like a normal hinge, just so I didn't have to like actually look up and down when using it. Alright, let me show. It even works on the water. Oh, it actually rocks a lot back and forth. There's a ramp here I can go off, right? There is indeed not. Oh, we're gonna take a bit of a dip here if we don't manage our speed properly. So yeah, I think it's below, if you go below like 40 kilometers per hour, your vehicle just sinks. Because, you know, hovercraft don't really... Actually, now thinking about that, that's kind of dumb. Because, larger hovercraft are pretty much primarily designed to work on the water. So, I think Back to the Future lied to me. Trick shot. Oh, that's gonna miss. Through the wall. Oh, never mind. Okay, just trick shot. Oh. Maybe I should just stop saying trick shot before I place it. Okay, that should have proxied you at least. There we go. Okay, that guy's gone. I think there's just one more bandit camp. Botnet camp. I'm not even sure why bandit was the first thing. I mean, I think, am I like thinking of Red Dead Redemption 2, even though that Warhammer has literally nothing to do with that? He survived a direct cannon round. That is crazy. Literally unheard of. I don't like that they do that. The fact that they, like, go, oh, I'm going this way. Oh, suddenly changes direction as soon as you get on target. It's like, thanks. Yeah, that's just great. That's just great, man. I also technically can ramp this off of things, but yeah, as you can see, if the clearance for the vehicle was just a bit higher, I'd probably be able to go up that. And it would probably be even better on snowy terrain, but, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, that just about does it for this episode. This was a very fun vehicle to create. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode, and I think I'm going to continue making a few more Warhammer tanks. So, yeah, hope to see you in the next Warhammer tank video, I suppose. Yeah, goodbye.